Evening. What's going on? New name. Paranoia. Pineapple. Mad Mania. Electro King. Just laid down, finally able to sleep with Lambo lullabying me. Oh, isn't that sweet? What's up, Captain? So, title of the stream might be a little misleading, right? I can't last 30 minutes. How do you do it? Of course, we're talking about barb chaining. What did you think we were talking about? So yeah, we're gonna see what we can do here. I'm over in a section of the map where there seems to be a fair number of barbs. So maybe if they don't run away from me, we can see what happens here. And I know there's some KVKs going on right now. There's an Invictus KVK with 3 or 4 Imperiums on. If you're interested in watching that, you know, bring Apocalypse up on another screen and watch and chill both streams. You can do it. You got 2 eyes. You can watch 2 streams at the same time. I thought about title of sex tapes. I seriously, I don't understand how people do this for hours and hours and hours. See, I already forgot about this one, although she killed the three that were there, but yeah, I don't think I can handle 2. You know, just like I'm a one woman at a time man, I'm a one barb chainer at a time for Rise of Kingdoms play, right? So we're gonna try and at least work these barbs here and come up this way. Hopefully some of these shift down and we can get a nice long chain going here. That one's already running away. We need to fire off a skill quickly. Are you serious? Are you serious? See, this is what irritates me. Just as this one starts running away, these other 2 split. Stupid fuckers. Are we gonna see some fights? 29-34? I don't know, you tell me. 29-34 is not in our KVK, right? Are you in KVK right now? Electro King? Hey, what's going on, Stitch? Everyone, it is really, truly, seriously, it is Stitch's birthday. At least that's what Facebook told me this morning when I woke up. So everyone, if you could please take just a second and wish the one, the only TSN Stitch happy birthday. I would greatly appreciate it. Stitch turns 17 today. No, he's older than 17, but it is his birthday. So just take a second, please, and wish the man happy birthday. If you can't last over 30 minutes, you need to work on cardio and back muscles. Maybe thrust a bit slower. So how does that apply to 30 minutes of barb chaining? Because my Richard's running all over the field chasing these frickin' barbs. Almost legal. See, the second I freaking get up there, they leave. I hate these things. You're right, I didn't, Crow. I did that on purpose. So that you yourself would come to find out what is Lambo's problem. See, and this guy's running away. Oh, rage. See if we can catch him again. What's up, villain? Yeah, King, we've still got 22 days left, and then 3 days after that until the map closes, and then we got to get a pop again. And see, Greek family came just to see what I was talking about. Came to the stream. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Your KVK's been dead. They fight about a day, then quit. Hopefully Kingsland will be better. Yeah, I don't know if our enemies are even going to Kingsland. And after I try and hook this Barb over here, well, let's try for the 52. Think I can drag this guy over there because he reset, and when they reset, don't they go back to the middle of their circle? Of course, you're running away. Of course. Of course. I put on deodorant today. I swear to God I did. Oh, yeah, we had tornadoes blow through here recently. There was a tornado about 12 miles north of me and another one about 18, 19 miles south of me. But we got probably, I'd say, a good 2 inches of rain in an hour and a half. It was freaking crazy. Old king at 1128, current king at 2278. Nice. Derpy Squirtle, welcome. Yeah, our KVK has been disappointing, to say the least. First zone, we got decent fights for about 6 hours. And then it was just them cheeseburgering us the whole time. The next zone here, right here, right? We had to manufacture our own fights. We took our pass 8 fairly quickly. Plowed through, made a beeline for their area over here. We had several people random teleport in this general area. They screwed up their pass, so they were swarming their pass, but players must have been in a different alliance than one that was touching it. So they glitched their pass. It took them several minutes to get that fixed. By that time, our players that were random teleported over here were blocking the pass. Our other players had marched across the field and occupied all their teleport spots. So within 15 minutes of this zone opening, these guys were done dancing. But nobody on everyone on Discord was having a hissy fit. So I'm like, fine, you want to have fights, fine. Get your troops off their teleport spots, let them teleport in, let them build flags. So that's what we did. So they built flags all the way over to about here. By that time, our territory touched, and it took us 6, maybe 7 hours to clear them out of this zone. Since then, it's been cheeseburgering. Cheeseburgering, cheeseburgering, cheeseburgering. Greek fam is fake? Why, because he doesn't speak Greek? I mean, I got my 30 million kills already, but still, we would like some more fights, so... it looks like this group over here is not even going to attempt to touch past 10. Pass 9 opens tomorrow, but they're not even next to Pass 10, so it doesn't look like they're going into Kingsland at all. The folks in yellow over here, there has been some internal issues with one of the alliances there. One of the kings in the bigger alliance there, the quote-unquote most organized, best DC'd kingdom in the game. Announced he's leaving and taking some of those folks with him. I don't know if it's this guy or if he already left yet, but they are the most organized, strongest D kingdom in the game. It says so on their title, so it must be truth, right? I mean, it doesn't look like they're even touching past 10 either, so Gumbo's kingdom is going to be able to take this zone with relative ease. I mean, we might have the hardest time up here, because they have carpeted this zone with flags. You know, we need to destroy both of these sanctuaries, then destroy both of these Hyrons in this other zone. We want to block them from getting into Kingsland, or hell, just freaking let them into Kingsland. We'll push them out this way when we come through past 10s. I don't care. So it'll be interesting. These guys were awful pissed off that, you know, we wouldn't let them have the El Cid Bastion up here. I got a comment on YouTube yesterday. Let me go and read that. Let me find it here. I posted it in here, I think, in our leadership chat, right? Yeah, Tiffy and Hope says, your attitude towards El Cid Bastion was really selfish. Y'all knew no one is fighting, and we are the only ones who still gave you a bit of a fight, and El Cid was perceived as a threat to y'all. Doesn't that make you a hypocrite, talking so much about building friendships for KVK and not even wanting to allow us a connection to El Cid? So I responded. I said, it's not up to me alone. It was a decision with all the allies who felt that if you got more crystals, it would help with crystal tech and potentially make future fights harder for others. I appreciate your opinion. You are entitled to it. But please know, it was not my decision alone. Good luck and have fun. I mean, seriously. Seriously. I get it, right? They out of respect, they came to me and asked me if they could have the El Cid Bastion after we pushed them out of this zone. But that's not my call. I have to touch base with our allies on that, right? And that was so early in the KVK, the allies said no. No, there may be more fighting in this KVK. We don't want them to gain crystals from it. And I respect that decision. So I told them no. They pushed back in here anyways. Touched the El Cid Bastion for a little bit, but we came and pushed them right back out. So, I mean, if they're going to be bitter at me about an El Cid Bastion, you know, whatever. Whatever. Oh, yeah, sorry. Right now I'm at 136 million power. This KVK, we have 2.4 million deads. All T5s. I think we started right around 159, 157, something like that. You know, and the sad thing is, backstabbing in KVKs is more and more common these days. I understand those Autric rewards are important, but this KVK format, King of the Nile, fighting allies in Kingsland does nothing for you. So, you know, Sunday we spun the wheel. We spun the wheel between allies to see who got the Zig in the end. Unfortunately, it was not our lucky day for 1029, but it is what it is. I know some people are pissed off, but they were not in 1029 when we had a fight similar to these guys over here, right? Which was no frickin' fight at all. You know, it's not their fault the enemies didn't show up to fight them. So you can't base KVK on stats alone, and you gotta make other accommodations. I haven't been able to do bastions for almost 2. Well, tacos. That's because you were calling your own kingdom farmers, and they kicked and zeroed you. Kingsland opens on June 1st at 7:46 UTC, but at this point in time, it doesn't look like we're going to have any fighting in Kingsland. Most of our fighting is going to happen when this Pass 9 opens tomorrow, if there even is fighting, and we attempt to block this level 10 pass and take these sanctuaries and these high runs. So, and we're ready. We're ready for whatever happens. I am not. I'm still maxing my tech. We might be able to get most of it done tonight at reset. We just got to get improved morale to 10, and then we can finish off Surprise Strike. Surprise Strike's relatively cheap, if I remember. But this is 2.8 million. We should be able to get that tonight, I feel. So, Mountain Warfare Bundle, nope. Don't need to buy the next one. No, the wheel is not. We didn't base this off a DKP, right? Because there's one kingdom that didn't get fights at all, and you can't then go off a DKP and say, "Well, we got fights and you didn't." It's not their. It's not their problem. It's the enemy didn't fight them, so that's something that's out of their control, right? It just wouldn't be fair to an ally. And I get it. A lot of people say, "Oh, go by stats, go by stats." But we knew that would be an issue at the beginning of the KVK, and I insisted that the zig at the end would be not determined solely by stats. So I felt that there was a possibility some of these camps didn't fight. Okay, I mean, if we look at the DKP for these kingdoms, I mean, 1029 has 10.2 billion kill points. The next closest is 5.4 billion kill points. Right? We got fights in every zone we went into. Again, fights in that last zone were what I would call somewhat manufactured, because we moved off of their teleport spots, allowed them to teleport in and build flags because we were bored. DKP, we're at 5.4 billion. Next closest is 3.6 billion. 1533 is in the camp with us. So is 1599. 1599 is a very small kingdom. So if you add the DKP together, we're probably double the next closest camp, or close to double the next closest camp, because we got fights in both zones. Not every camp in this KVK can say that. What's up, Roddy? This was that first pass opening, right? And over here, this was that second pass opening. And they came to, you can see in between this data point and this data point, right? All you've got is the Spring of Ra, and you can see based on the angle of the line that we got more fights in the Spring of Ra as well than any of these other kingdoms did. So. It's a unique situation that calls for a unique diplomacy at the end. Well, we got battle reports, Captain. But yeah, it was a lot of cheeseburgering. If we look at players, when the stats were pulled, this probably isn't the case right now. I was in first for DKP, just barely ahead of Gumbo and then Che, and 1029 doing some solid work here. A lot of these top 50, top 100 are from this kingdom. So, I guess, I'm sorry. I switched back to the Rise of Kingdoms view here instead of the desktop view. Here are the individual players. No, Nile is not about no fights. Right? If you get the right opponent, you can get fights. An opponent in any KVK map can say, oh, we're not fighting. And they can hunker down and just farm. So it's not about the map, it's about the opponents you face. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that look at the Nile KVK as a recovery KVK. There was another group going into KVK at the same time as us that had more kill points, that had more power, that we wanted to face. Lilith didn't match us up with them. They have a KVK that's very easy for them as well, because all the kingdoms they're facing are doing recovery. So they would have, if they put the right groups together, it would have been a hell of a fight. But they didn't do that. I have no idea if I know he got swarmed. I don't know if he got rallied. I'm sure he did not get zeroed. Well, Gumbo went ham in pre-KVK training on 3 separate accounts, so he can afford to take deads. And they were doing double pass. The only fights that they got in that first zone were when they did pass rallies and fort rallies. Otherwise, the enemy they were fighting didn't really show up either. But, you know, we got potentially 3 coins coming yet. You know, the sanctuaries, the Hirons, as long as we do our job, then the camp will get some coins from those. We'll get some coins from those. So we will get, so far this KVK, we have already picked up 2 rings. 2 rings, 1 horn. 2 Hydra's Blast. So 3 more coins and we'll get the Ancestral Mask. Yeah, Lido, we spun the wheel on Sunday. 1961, 2206, 2267 are getting the zig at the end. After they won that, then we spun the wheel again, and 1248, 1459, 2498 are getting first occupation. So, I mean, you know, we'll be able to, after they get first occupation, we'll be able to hold the zig for the Chronicle. We'll be able to hold the zig right till the end, which accumulates honor the entire time. So, you know, that's the silver lining to the dark cloud, right? But you know, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. It is what it is. You know, if we had 0 fights whatsoever, I would, you know, expect a similar gratitude or similar options from our enemies as well. Am I an archer main? That's debatable. 5 marches, I run 2 archer, 1 infantry, 2 cavalry. When we get to 6 marches, it's 2-2-2. When we get to 7 marches, it's 3 archer, 2 infantry, 2 cavalry. My archer gear, this is set number 1. We've got 5-5-5-5-5-4-4-4. Got the 4 set pieces and the 2 leadership pieces currently. This is my armaments for set number 1. I understand, Lido. I'm trying to put a good spin on things. Right? This is Archer set number 2. We do have this procced, but it's only level 1. We do not have this, the helmet procced yet, and that's only level 1. All of this is level 1. Right? So once I get that next helmet blueprint, I want to take this to level 2, and I want to take this to level 2 before I move it over to my main archer merch. These are the armaments on my second archer march here. Infantry attack, which is that one on? See, I need to transmutate this again, but we're waiting. 10 out of 10 done already. And then this is the third archer march. Nothing's iconicized. But again, we don't run that till we have 7 marches on the field. People much smarter than me told me as soon as I have that helmet to level 2, I can take it over to my main march. Looking at cavalry, this is my cavalry set, right? It's all level 1. Everything's procced except the horn in the ring. I really haven't worked on upgrading this because I've been focused on the archer stuff. Here are the armaments for cavalry. 6 inscriptions. What's up, Aloys? Yeah, I absolutely love the new dot mode where it shows me where the infantry marches are. Those are instant focused. Instant focused. This is the second cavalry, or excuse me, this is the third cavalry set here. Nothing special. Nothing special at all on the third cavalry set. Second cavalry set. Could be better, right? We want to ultimately get rid of this. Infantry, this is mainly used when it's, I'll use this as garrison. I know it's not meta, it's not perfect, right? We don't have the KVK stuff. Many people would say, oh, use the two, the pants and the gloves, I think it is, or the pants and the boots, one or the other, from the set piece and get the 2 KVK items, but I don't like infantry, so I don't care. This works in garrison, and that's the second infantry set there. You can't micro due to old age. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I don't take the little blue pill to Barb chain. That's such a waste. Leadership set for Trajan. I don't use him on the field though. I should probably flip the drums over to one of my other marches that's running purple accessories, but do I have Gorgo? Yeah. I will. Greek family, since you're new here, I will run through the commanders I do not have expertise, because that's going to be quicker. We do not have Suleiman, Margaret, Gonzalo, Babur, Bertrand, Lubu, Gajamada, Lapu, Charlemagne, and Wu Zetian done. Every other commander is expertise. So we have lots of options. I think they will need the next commander to be a rally infantry commander. Alloys coming at 1029. No interview needed. Because Eleanor, I think Eleanor was designed specifically to counter those Ash Henry, Ash Ziel rallies. Those archer rallies that we're seeing so frequently in many kingdoms. So I think they'll need to do infantry rally next. Let's counter everybody using Eleanor as garrison against those archer rallies. What's up, Lefty? Greek, I don't care as long as it's good. As long as it's good. I mean, I have these are the armaments for my arch formation. These are the best armaments for my infantry wedge formation. What city theme is this? So this right now is a painted Twilight Falls. So it's Twilight Falls, but it's got Saga of the Longship, which is the most recent, I think, isn't it? Right? That's the most recent Zenith skin. Troop attack, 12%. I just don't like running this skin, right? Because it's archer defense, negative 10%. But I think it looks cooler than the Twilight Falls actual skin. Yeah, I mean there are better combos for garrison for sure. Right? I mean there's much better equipment out there for infantry garrison than this. But I'm not a main garrison player. You know, we have others with the meta garrison sets that do much better in garrison than I do. But if there's a touching flag somewhere that needs to be garrison and our garrison mains are already in flag somewhere at the spearhead, you know, where most of the fighting is taking place, I'll throw it in there. So yeah, if you have paintbrushes, you can change like this skin here, right? If you have paintbrushes, you can change this to any other skin as long as it's the same type. So if this is a leadership skin, then you can change it to another leadership skin or integration or whatever the case may be. But yeah, my primary job in KVK is open field and archer rallies. Well, and popping king skills, right? Greek, we just hit B seed. You know, I think there were a lot of newer kingdoms that slid into Season of Conquest now, and they bumped us up to a B seed. So we need to kill some troops in this next zone, hopefully, to drop down to a C seed again. Now, I did already and go and it says 74. Okay, so 74 million. Remember that number, right? So if I switch to my farm, you'll see it's now at 61 million power. So I deleted a bunch of troops here to lower my farm, since my farm, normally I'd use my farm to fill rallies and fill flags, right? But we really haven't had to do that this KVK. So I deleted 13 million power on my farm today, simply to bring the power down. Because let's be real, right? 74 million, that's an absurd power level for a farm. So we at least dropped that down a little bit. Do you swarm? We swarm everything. Absolutely everything. You know, and one, we have fun doing it. Two, it establishes dominance on the field. And three, If you have to send rally after rally after rally at a flag just to get it to burn, you're going to lose just as many troops as you do if you swarm in the first place. It looks like you can be in 1960. I've had my share of Imperium kingdoms. So I started in 1207. That kingdom was god-awful. Do as I say, not as I do kingdom from the leadership perspective, right? You obey our rules in MGE. Oops, one of our members broke the rules. It's okay, he's forgiven. So I got the fuck out of that kingdom super quick. From there I went to 1039, which was home of Solomar, the White Tigers. Chisgul migrated there in the middle of KVK 1. That's when you could still migrate during a KVK. What's up, Merc? We did quite well in our first KVK there. Second KVK, we went against 1016, which was the kingdom of Dragothian and Legend Roni. That was a painful KVK. Third KVK, we went against 1093. Another painful KVK. Shortly after that, Chisgul and a bunch of individuals left 1039. Most of the fighters left 1039. Stayed there with the group I was in, and we tried to rebuild that kingdom, but there was so much dead weight there, soaking up gold chests from Solomar, King of Armenia, Chisgul, that they never fought in KVK. Nobody would let us zero them. Oh, they're our friends. They might come back and play again. What do you mean? They're still playing. They're here every fucking day. They're training power. They're going for MGE. They're going for gold head events. Yet they don't fight in KVK. Oh, let's not zero them. They're our friends. So left that kingdom shortly after. Went to 1052. 1052 might ring a bell. Osiris League champions, season 1 and season 3. I was lucky enough to participate right spot, right time. Lucky enough to win the championship with OV in season 3. After the first season of Conquest there, Imperium Kingdoms were growing on me. They were just draining me. All the rules, the boys club, girls club, whatever it is, the favorites always got the placement in MGE. So I met MF and Kat and these guys fighting in the first season of Conquest. 1029 was paired with 1052 in the same camp, and I'm like, hey, will you guys have me? And thank God they let me in. I'm just gonna be honest here. If I was ever to leave 1029, and that's not anything I'm even thinking about or considering doing at this time, I would want to play at least one KVK with Apocalypse. He's a good friend of mine. We get along really, really well. Different sides of the world, but he's like a brother. So if I was ever to leave 1029, I would still be in a 29 kingdom. It would probably just be 2429. What kind of reward for being champ in ARC? So we got a couple of city skins that season. We got the Alhambra Palace, which is 3% training speed, 3% troop health, infantry defense -10. So training is always good. The only city skins with training speed are the ones you win in Ark of Osiris. And we got, where is it? And this is why I became an archer main, or focused on archers primarily, right? It's here somewhere. Summer Palace. Archer attack, 10%. So once we got this, I decided, hey, I'm gonna go all in on archers, and that's what we've done. The other legendary skins I have are Topaki Palace from KVK. You saw the Twilight Falls already. have got this Saga of the Longship. That was a fun Zenith to push in. I have a live stream out there. I would suggest watching it if you want a good time. And then we've got Ancient Leisure, which is 50% archer attack. So I am hoping to be able to push in this next Zenith for 15% archer skin, archer health skin. But if I have to use all my speed ups in this KVK, then so be it. Right? I'm not gonna be selfish. I'm not gonna push for a Zenith skin if it's gonna handicap my ability to help the kingdom do what it needs to do to get rewards for everyone. What do you mean? Thank God they let you in. So, you know, MF. If you don't know MF, MF's account. MF retired. His account is now Fluffy Pony in 2268. Insane account. He was at 700 million power when he was here. MF and Cat and a bunch of the TSN crew came here because they got sick of Imperium Kingdoms 2. And they are super serious. They were super serious hardcore fighters. And playing with them when I was in 1052 in that KVK, I got to know them better in 30 days of fighting in KVK with them than I did in almost a year and a half getting to know people in 1052. I mean, I had a couple of good friends in 1052, don't get me wrong, but fighting with these guys just felt natural. So I asked MF, I said, hey dude, I would love to migrate to your kingdom. Can I migrate to your kingdom? His first reaction is no. We want to keep it small. We want to keep it within our group. And I'm like, okay, I can respect that. You know, no means no. I'm not going to get on my hands and knees and beg and beg and beg to come to the kingdom. So he said no. I didn't ask again. 24 hours later, he comes back to me and he says, okay, well, I talked to the group and we'd like to talk to you on Discord. So I jumped on Discord with them and talked to them for a little bit. It was kind of like a group interview, to be honest. You know, they were firing questions off at me and I was answering them, and I guess I passed the interview because here I am. Well, I mean, we're planning to push for that skin, right? I mean, we got the Call of the Ancients all done, right? We bought that out today. So the plan is to push for that skin, but at the same time, I'll wait. If it doesn't look like I can get it, I'm not gonna blow through all my speed ups. We want to skip one KVK after this and go into another one right after that. You watched the Zenith one? And there's Haza. Welcome, Haza. Let's wave to Haza. Did Jake rate us? If he did, I apologize. I did not see any notification pop up. I was talking and going through stuff, so I asked MF to join his group after the first sock, but he never got back to me. Sorry, Eloise. I wish he had, because then you might still be here today. So I mean, that's my history here. We've been playing since January 13th, 2019 at 5:24 a.m. Somebody pretend to be my friend and migrate to 1029 so I could get leaked special feet pics. Mad Mania promised. Yeah, I should not have blown so much on this Zenith skin that I did, right? But I just could not let a farmer who had 75 million power and less than, no lie, less than 100 million kill points take first place in Zenith. There was just, screw that. Screw that. And what's going on, Sasha? Good to see you. Sasha is the only one in 1029 currently beating me in kill points, which means at the end of KVK, I may have to send him a t-shirt from the merch shop. That man doesn't sleep. That doesn't sleep. And he's got a nose for fights. I don't know how he does it, but he'll be over in a corner. You know, everybody else will be chilling. And he'll be over in a corner, fighting some enemies. Not say a word to anyone. Just over there doing his own thing. Not chasing kill points, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. And look at that. Just to say, I say merch shop, the link to the merch shop comes up. Yeah, the person that I wanted to pass for first place in the last Zenith, Lady Bellatrix, was 75 million power, and they had less than 100 million kill points. Okay, 55 million kill points. I couldn't remember the exact number. Thank God Kara's here. 55 million kill points at 75 million power. I could not let them get first place. I used way too many. I used every single speed up I had and probably gemmed, what do you guys think? 250,000 gems in troops. So yeah, it was painful. It was painful, but I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I mean, really, the only place to even get fights at the moment is in this Spring of Ra area, because our enemies disconnected their past 4 here, so they're not coming in this way. Or over here, every now and then, some enemies will come and perch on our territory and put a link in Lost Kingdom chat and laugh and say, come and play. And as soon as I poured in, they'll fucking run away. Margaret 5545 and Gonzalo 5511 been trading 3-to-1, at times 8-to-1. Damn. Damn. It auto targets the closest and lowest hit points. That's interesting. That's interesting. We are working on Gonzalo or Margaret Gonzalo, right? But Margaret heads are hard to come by. They're only in certain events. So 5432 is where Margaret's at. Gonzalo, we can spin for him on the wheel. 5514. He's on the next wheels, right? He's on the leadership wheels? Or am I wrong there? So, I mean, you know, a lot of people in 1029, I'm not going to lie, they're upset with this KVK, how this KVK went. You know, the fact that we almost doubled the kill points of the next closest kingdom, and we're not getting the zig at the end. But, like I said, it's a unique KVK. And unless you've been in that situation where you're in a KVK and the enemy just doesn't fight you, it's hard to see things from that other perspective. Right? The last Nile KVK that we were in was similar, except the enemy didn't fight us. I mean, I get anywhere from 1 to 2 billion kill points every KVK. But the last Nile KVK we were in, I had literally 177,000 kills, 174,000 deads. I mean, I'm putting up numbers like this nearly every KVK where we have significant fighting, right? 10, 11 million deads, 2 billion kill points. Every time we went into a zone in that last Nile KVK, the enemy was gone. They didn't fight us at all. And that KVK, we did the same thing with allies there. No, it wasn't that KVK. That was a KVK we had allies in, and the last time those specific allies were with us in a different camp, we gave them the star, even though they got less fights, because they wanted their fifth star on their banner, or they were in a camp with a kingdom that wanted their 5th star on the banner, and I can respect that. So when we had the same allies in a Nile KVK and we didn't get any fights, I'm like, okay, bro. Well, the last KVK we scratched your back. This KVK you scratch ours. And that same kingdom we paired with in another KVK, yet a 3rd KVK, and we both had good fights. And they were like, well, we want the Zig, and we were like, well, we want the Zig. What are we going to do? And that's the first KVK that I'm aware of in the history of Rise of Kingdoms that a wheel was spun. We were lucky on that wheel, not so much on this one last Sunday. You know, everybody was freaking out that 1365 and 2489 spun the wheel. It's a historic moment in Rise of Kingdoms. Nah, we did that 2 or 3 KVKs before. Fuck that shit. You know, so I'm glad now that 1365 and 2489 did it, and they did it publicly. Because now, hopefully, it will be something that happens moving forward. And I'm not talking every KVK, right? If all the kingdoms and all the camps have a decent amount of fighting, then it should be relatively stats-based. You know, but if you're in a unique KVK situation like this, and one camp has really, I wouldn't say really good fights, but has a significant amount more of ability to kill enemies than the other 2 camps do, then it's really only fair. Did it piss off a lot from my kingdom? Yeah, it did. But sometimes leadership just has to make the tough choices. I guess I should port over here, right? Because this is at 6:20. That's 1:30 in the morning. I'm not going to be awake for that shit. That's 2 hours of honor. I do need it. We're not at 120,000 yet. Gax is going crazy. Gax has literally spent $5 in this KVK. And he's got 144,000 honor, and I think he was like 4th or 5th on the overall DKP. So I mean that's impressive as all hell for somebody who only spends $5 in a KVK. So hats off to Gax. Yeah, see, y'all got me talking. I didn't even last 20 minutes barb chaining, did I? But if you're here chilling out, having fun, you know, please hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. We'd probably have a lot more subscribers if we did videos, but I really don't like editing videos. So most of what I do is live streaming. I have more fun interacting with you guys. I've given up trying to get out. Yeah, it's in your KVK's alloys, it's impossible, right? Because you have those accounts that are piloted 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that have unlimited gems to just keep gemming AP and going to town on that honor points. and 2268 is the king of barb chaining. That is the barb chainingest kingdom I have ever seen. You got Tacky, you got Plato, you got Only Farmer. You know, plus probably 100 other people trying to barb chain all the frickin' time there. So yeah, I hit top 20 on her. This is probably my 16th KVK. I hit top 20 on her once. And that was that King of the Nile KVK that we had no fighting in. Yeah, we can run through my marches. So we've got Boudica YSG. A lot of people say Boudica Ash is much better, but I love YSG for the AoE he puts out. And this way too, if I need to rally with archers, I don't have to recall 2 marches. Then we run ZL Herman. So if I ran Boudica Ash and we needed an archer rally, I'd have to bring 2 marches home. This way I only have to bring 1 march home. And then we run Lucci Alex, HQ Belisarius, Nevsky Joan, Guan Scipio, and it's either Artie Tommy, which is super slow, but Tommy is the most underrated commander in the game, if you ask me, or XY William. We've got Trajan Mulan all set up if we want to bring him out on the field. The last KVK we were in, I ran out of archers, so I had to use some Tariq Pakal or Tariq Sargon. We've played around a bit with Pirius I know someone's going to type in chat exactly how to pronounce his name. This Greek guy and Lucci. I didn't particularly care for it. We've got, I guess I can delete this one because we've used the Nevsky Joan now. HQ Belly. And there's Margaret Gonzalo for when I finally do max them. Archer rallies, we've got Ash Henry set up. We've got Nevsky Justin set up. We've got the Tariq Pakal set up. ZL Ash. Tila Takeda for cities, right? Justin Nevsky. And we've got the Gorgo Hera. Xeno YSS if I need to use a second garrison somewhere. Eleanor Hera. Dito Hera. Hera YSS. If we just want to fill a flag with garbage, Hera YSS. Pakal Caesar with cavalry. That's for filling Barb Fort rallies. This is Barb chaining, or Barb marches, Barb marches, Barb marches. Another Barb march. Yet another Barb march. Chaining. Chaining. Barb Forts and KVK. And then super fast speed march. Grabbing runes, grabbing the obelisks, so on and so forth. You tell me how to pronounce it every time, Car. I'm going to put a friggin' post-it note on the bottom of my monitor here one day. Yeah, which KVK? Which KVK, Tate? 2902? Is that the same one that Dirty Dan and Apocalypse are watching, though? No, it's not. I think they're watching this other one. So, yeah, we can go here. Who's my city garrison? Gorgo Hera. I want to get some blue marches here. There we go. Greenwood is blue. Where is the fighting? I see lots of marches running around the field. There we go. There we go. Oh my God, Stitch. I hope I can share this with everyone. Stitch just sent me a screenshot. Screenshot on Discord with the message that he can retire now. Look at that. TSN Stitch beats BT Cyborg in Canyon. Nice, Stitch, nice. Check the Nam side. Which camp are you? Earth camp? Nope. Water camp. There we go. That's probably a better city garrison, Gallo, but I don't have him expertise yet. So I'm not. I didn't want to dump goldies into a commander just for city garrison. I mean, I think I've been rallied one time in the past 3 KVKs. I mean, I probably spend a good 30% of my time off territory. This KVK, I did get rallied once. I also got imprisoned by my own kingdom once in this KVK. I had a prime random TP spot and the enemy was building a flag on top of me. So just before the flag was built, I gave king to another player in the kingdom. I left the alliance. They imprisoned me so that once the flag got built, it did not teleport me away. Then I rejoined the alliance. They gave me king back, and I proceeded to kick some ass. It was quite fun. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't show anything other than neutral, in which case just reboot your game and it should be there. So I'm going to take down my KVK map. I do not have a map of this KVK though to share with everyone. But hey, whenever we've got somebody Spectre, or whenever we got someone in chat that says, hey, we're in the middle of a war, we're going to try and go watch it. It was one rally, Sasha. One rally, and they didn't even reinforce it. It frickin' melted. I think I had 2,000 deads, and they had like 300,000 deads. Yeah, we did that with MF once, too. But I'm sure the entire KVK was freaking out. Oh my God, 1029 in prison Lambo. What the hell's going on? You know, the smarter individuals out there knew exactly why. What do we got here? It looked like we got a Xeno and Garrison up here. Ash ZL. Love it, love it, love it. When am I only bully you, Mad, when you and Sasha make formations in the shape of male genitalia in the middle of the Spring of Ra. They're making a penis out of their troops in the Spring of Ra, and they're telling me, oh, Lambo, you need to move your troop over here by that left testicle. And I'm like, oh, I'm not doing this, guys. I'm not the ball sack in this formation. Looks like they gave up the rally. So here's a perfect example, right? I get it. I get it. Swarming sucks. You lose troops swarming. But you swarm with the rally, that flag goes down. Now you got to rally it all over again. You got to take the field all over again. So while you have the field, while you have that rally going, let the rally hit first, and the whales in the kingdom need to swarm it down. Because all those troops that just died in that rally for nothing. For nothing. You rally it again and again and again, you're going to take more deaths than if you just swarm the damn thing down in the first place. No, Mad's getting R5 tomorrow for that pass opening. I, unfortunately, have meetings that I have to attend tomorrow from 17 to 20 UTC. So, I mean, I'll be online on my tablet, but what am I trying to say here? Work will have the priority at that time, so it is what it is. Become rogues and make some YouTube content? No, I don't think so. I would feel bad. Which way to go? Up or down? Okay, looks like they cleared out the troops on the bottom. So this flag is protected for 14 minutes yet. I don't know why they did that. It must have been touching enemy flags at some point in time. Or is that a fast building speed? This flag is preparing to activate a shield. Okay, so it's not yet shielded. It soon will have a 3-hour shield on it, I believe. So they're obviously scared that they're going to lose this flag over here. That's no strategic value, really, though, right? Well, I mean, I guess. But seriously, all they have to do is take this flag here, then drop another flag here, and then you can put a flag up here and you can cut the territory. A portion of the territory to the north anyway. I don't understand why they would shield that. What alliance is this? N634, so this fort is V634, so that won't keep the territory connected. So shielding this flag, I mean, I get it, right? You want to protect your territory from getting cut, but all they got to do is go below it or above it. I don't know. I'm not a territory guy, so I'm just talking out my ass, maybe. Your title for the stream confused me at first. That was the intent, Soup. That was the intent. So are we going to see you through past 9, Soup? Or are y'all going to hide in your city and cheeseburger again? Are we going to have some fun? Or am I going to be cursing your name in the middle of the night with visions of cheeseburgers in my head? That's right? 473-482. something. Oh, that's a different KVK entirely. It says there's fighting here, but I don't see any. Sad faces coming home from where? Oh, right there, I guess, a little bit. I love these icons, though, because I can target infantry marches now. And when I have 3 archers on the open field, those infantry just frickin' melt. You know, especially with Herman, Prime, and Tamiris. They just melt. You know, granted, my tech's not bad either, but... So here's a flag again. Do they learn their lesson? Are they swarming this time? I don't see a rally on it. Gotta rally at first, boys. Has anyone said I sound like Garfield? Like Garfield the cat? I didn't know he talked. He hopes he gives us a good fight, not saying I won't cheeseburger. I didn't know they made cheeseburger soup. So let me ask you a serious question, Soup, and you may or may not know. Going into this KVK, were you guys aware that there were going to be so many kingdoms? Not necessarily in the camp that you're in, but in your ally camps that were doing a recovery KVK. And if so, why would your leadership team pair with them? Because it seemed like in that first zone, you guys wanted to fight. You know, and I'll just be honest here. You had good numbers. It's just I think we have better quality. And we're not afraid to swarm flags down. But it seemed like some of your allies in our KVK, not within your camp, but within other camps, decided as soon as the match was made that they were doing a recovery KVK. So I'm just wondering why kingdoms would pair with other kingdoms that are doing a recovery KVK to start with, if those kingdoms wanted to fight. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but maybe y'all paired up thinking you'd get I mean, based on power, this was a decent matchup. Right? I mean, starting this KVK, our camp had 25.3 billion power going against your camp that had 27.4 billion power. Kill points, you were only 100 billion kill points less than us. So I thought we were going to get a good matchup and everyone was going to fight and it was going to be a great KVK. Right before matchmaking started, didn't get too much time. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I didn't think this... There was another group that we wanted to fight more than you guys that had more power, more kill points than all of our kingdoms combined, right? We got matched up with you guys and we're like, oh man, okay, this is the third best group out there, so I guess, you know, we'll take it. And looking at the power and how active some of these kingdoms were in pre-KVK, it's like, okay, all right, I was getting excited. I thought we were gonna have a really good KVK, but I mean, our kingdom and our camp has gotten more fights than our allied kingdoms and camps. So I guess I can't complain. I don't know if I'd necessarily call much of it fights. It's trying to drag us back in the middle of cities, and then 15 people jump out. But we won't be doing Nile again after this. Yeah, this is our last Nile KVK, if I have anything to say about it. Cheeseburger pizza, I mean, cheeseburger pizza with, with beef and bacon and a little bit of cheddar cheese mixed in with the mozzarella cheese. Some people put pickles on it even. But cheeseburger soup, I'm not aware of. I mean, I feel for our allies who didn't get fights at all in that last zone. I feel for some of the players who came to 1029 from bigger kingdoms like 2605, like 1875. We had one guy here from 1960 who unfortunately had to get rid of his account halfway through KVK because he had some family issues going on. No cheddar? Oh, come on. Come on. Sharp cheddar cheese is the best. I take that back. Extra sharp cheddar cheese is the best. I like me a good jalapeno pepper jack as well. You know, those freaking craft singles that are individually packaged, though? That ain't cheese, man. That ain't cheese. 51% cheese, 49% milk. How many socks do we have that are fun? Most of them are fun. Honestly, the next KVK that we do, we are hoping to do Siege of Orleans. I think that fits right in with our playstyle. I don't like the big massive zones in it, but maybe it'll lead to more fighting. And the plan is to find the weakest allies in the KVK and pair with them. And hopefully we have non-stop fighting for a few days. And we have a fun Kingsland. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. When the kids were little, they loved those craft singles, and I'm like, oh, this is freaking nasty. I guess, right? I don't want to just send my troops to that, God. I want that 2 hours of honor, but I really don't want to. We'll set an alarm for 1:15 a.m. Oh, I don't know, almost got me there. Almost got me there. And I'll port close to that Font of Ra. Wake up at 1:15. I'll send a march there and then go right back to bed. Get rid of the kids. No way we're tolerating that disrespect. I mean, that's what they had when they went to friends' houses, right? It's all this craft single bullshit. You worked in a cheese factory for 9 months? Oh, when I was growing up, our neighbors across the street, They had a cheese factory. And I was friends with the boy that lived across the street, and we would go there, and I would go home with bags and bags of cheese curds. It was like heaven. How do you eat burgers without cheese, Chronico? Especially living in Wisconsin. That's like against the religion. It's against the law to eat a burger without cheese in Wisconsin. So what is that? 51 seconds, and that's got a 3-hour shield on it. Let's see what these guys do. Do they burn this flag and then build one here and here? If I was these guys in N634, I'd be dropping a flag up here right now. Looks like they're back building down here, so they can't go below that. Well, they can't go below them. The mountains are there. I mean, they can burn this flag. It looks like they're trying to do that now, and they're back building one here. They're trying hard not to get their territory cut. And there goes that flag. We haven't done the nuke yet, so plug your ears. If you're wearing headsets, turn them down. 3, 2, 1. Culver's Butter Burgers. Oh. Double bacon butter burger deluxe with cheese. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Get some cheese curds and some pretzel bites. And they always give you too much cheese to dip the pretzel bites in, so you have some left over to dip your cheese curds or your fries in. But a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants around here have what's called a curd burger. And that is like a 3-pound beef patty with deep fried cheese curds on top of it. Many places put what they call a Bam Bam sauce on it, and then you can get your choice of toppings, right? Lettuce, tomato, onion, whatever. The curd burger. Yeah, I don't care for Swiss, but I'll eat it. I'll eat it if that's all we got. And I don't know what it is about the Colby Jack cheese. It doesn't taste right. So back when I was growing up, right? I was probably 19 years old. I was a second assistant manager at McDonald's. And this was in Madison, and one of the first Culvers was being built in Middleton, Wisconsin, which is just outside Madison. One of the other managers that I had, an older guy, that was at the same McDonald's I was, you know, he was getting in on the ground floor at Culver's, and he's like, "Yeah, come on over. I'll take you as a manager." God, I wish I did that now. Because that guy that I worked with that went to the Culvers in Middleton, he now owns like 6 Culvers in the Wisconsin area. American cheese is perfect name for that, fatty and fake. I'm not going to argue there. American cheese, yeah, American cheese slices, no. I'll take cheddar. Thank you. So these guys, well, there's their king there. Not bad stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not bad. 27 million deads. Oh, there he goes. I don't know why he left, right? You can't rally the king, or you can't imprison the king. So just stay there. If they come and swarm you, you're gonna get some insane trades. If they rally you, just stay there until your hospitals fill up. Yep, Sock was the first one. I mean, if you could go back in time, right? Well, if I could go back in time, honestly, I'd buy Microsoft and Apple and Amazon stock back when it first came out, but probably invest in Bitcoin too when it first came out, rather than own a Culver's, right? But yeah, I mean, it looks like these guys on the right have the numbers. But, I mean, this is just past 7, right? What do we got after this? Oh, past 8 is Kingsland. Yeah, balls to the wall. Go hard. I mean, it looks like they still got 634 territory here. So depending on when Kingsland is, right? You're still going to potentially get into Kingsland. Ooh, some nice fights in this area. Uh-oh, Duke, please. I don't know if other title givers are online. Sorry, Brown Bomber, I wasn't paying attention. Thanks for making me hungry. No problem. No problem. However I can help. It's been ages since I had a milkshake. And when we go to Culver's for custard, it's a concrete mixer with the vanilla custard, and then Reese's peanut butter cups, and sea salt caramel. Eat a large one of those, you go into diabetic shock immediately. Ooh, Archer Tower here. Engineering commander spotted. I'm hoping Sun Tzu is next. Vanilla milkshakes are boring, or vanilla custard with Reese's peanut butter cups and sea salt caramel is boring. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with that. All right, see you later, tacos. Have a good one.
Every single time you got into my mind.
Got early fighting you need to be up for? Yeah, you get well rested then. Get well rested then. I'm fighting? No, I'm not fighting. We're watching fighting. What's up, Appo? If you guys don't know who Apocalypse Gaming is, right? I'm dropping a link in here. Go subscribe to the man. The ladies love the boom boom. For high energy streams, you need to check out Apocalypse Gaming. You know, people come to my stream when they're ready for bed so that my voice can soothe them and put them to sleep, right? People go to Apocalypse Gaming when they're out of caffeine in the house and they need to be woken up with a boom and a boom. And I did Apple Raid. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. We had one of the individuals in chat earlier asking us to come to their KVK and watch them. So that's what we are doing. You like that thumbnail? Yeah, we honestly, we only lasted 20 minutes tonight. Barb chaining, that is. Barb chaining. Y'all are dirty. Y'all are dirty if you thought that was about anything else. It wouldn't say 30 minutes then, it would say 6 minutes. So yeah, I mean tomorrow past 9's open for us at 17:29, somewhere in that range. So I'll be on as soon as work is over. I'll be on fighting if there are fights still. I would much rather 7 March Barbs than I would Barb Chain. Absolutely. The problem is AP. Hey, Car, it doesn't matter how long you last if you have a 9-inch tongue and you can breathe through your nose. Or, excuse me, breathe through your ears. When Labo's stream is like a cup of coffee, Appo's stream is like a Monster Energy. How long do y'all last? Never wants to know. That's a good pull, Car. That's a good pull. There we go. The poll is up for you, Car. How long can you guys last? The barb chaining. 30 seconds to 10 minutes, 11 minutes to 20 minutes, 21 minutes to 45 minutes, hours and hours. Happy Boudica. Happy Boudica. This is not accurate enough, so I mean I'm trying to give you younger fellas the benefit of the doubt, right? That 11 to 20 or 21 to 45 might get some votes in there. What if you're 45 minutes to an hour? I would vote for hours and hours then. I mean, unless you're hitting if you're right at 45 minutes, barb chaining, then you're 21 to 45 minutes. If you're at 45 minutes and 1 second barb chaining, then it's the hours and hours, right? We talking about barb chaining. Yeah, what do you think we're talking about? I'm not sponsored by Viagra. 10 seconds, take it or leave it. Practice edging when chaining, boys and girls. Oh boy. Like the river's edge or the mountain's edge, right? Hey, I don't see Mad Mania in chat anymore, so less than 30 seconds is not an option in the poll. And I can just hear my wife rolling her eyes in the other room. What the fuck is he doing now? You know, when you've been married over 25 years, you kind of get that sense that you can kind of tell what they're thinking, even from across the other side of the house. Join stream, first thing I hear is Viagra and lasting 10 seconds. I had to check the link. What's going on, George? Well, people were commenting on the name of the stream, right? I can't last 30 minutes. How do you do it? And it was all about barb chaining. So that's what the poll is and what the discussion is here. What's up, AG? Yeah, your next ARC match is gonna be a doozy, George. Gonna be a doozy. Wish you all the best. Right, the realm of Anubis. 60 GT against GV77. This is crazy. We've got the 4-time realm champion, 60 GT. GV77 has won their realm once. 2489 has won their realm once. I mean, you've got 3 former champions in the top 4 here. Realm of Horus, I mean, you've got 1188. No slouches there whatsoever. You know, word on the street is that most of them are running with all those stars on their banner. That most of them are running 5 Hunter inscriptions against 93T, whose structure game is insane. Planning and strategy is insane. Then you got Wib, who just barely edged out JST in one of the epic all-time matches there. JST controlled the structure game from start to finish, but did not get a single arc. And they still only lost by, not a single arc, and they still only lost by, what is that, 130 points? Crazy good match. And we've got 1316 here, 9 stars on their banner, so you know they're stacked. You know, if Wib can't at least hold their own structures, I don't know how close this one's going to be. You know, no disrespect to Wib, but JST controlled that structure game. far as bets, I've got some on, and we're going to put even more. We're going to put even more on 16 OT. That's my only bet this week. Last week we did bet on WIB. 242A, we put a few coins on them. Got a nice payback there. 60 AC, I know nothing about these kingdoms. I just went with the underdogs. Yeah, I mean, does 1960 still have it with Leopard gone and a lot of changes in that kingdom? Do they still have that core group of 15, 16, 18 Ark of Osiris players that can do what they need to do? Right? I think that's my question. That's my question. 242A is in your KVK right now. Nice. But I really do think something needs to change with the entire Osiris League soon. Those initial group stages are crap. You're seeing blowouts in almost every one of those matches. Very few of those first 256 matches, there's more than that, right? Because there's 3 matches per group. You play all the 3 other teams in your group, so there's more than that. But very, very few of those matches are even contested. Uh, 2206 does, Soup. They do. They're still the full same team. Nice. But I really think they need to do a better job. A lot of teams just go into Osiris League because it's every week. They think they're going to get better rewards. I mean, honestly, if you've got a good team that's winning every other week and getting 10 gold heads, getting 5 gold heads a week isn't gonna. It's no different. So those early group stages are garbage. Nobody wants to even watch those. It doesn't generate any interest at all. And then these quarterfinals, these semifinals, these playoff stages, when you get to this bracket, right? I mean, some kingdoms are able to manage both KVK and Osiris League. 2377 is a perfect example. They got out of a tough KVK against 2429, and they're still able to play and compete in Osiris League. Both of those kingdoms had two teams there in the top 32, and their second team didn't compete. But their first team is still competing, right? And then you got kingdoms like, we'll just say it, 2268, who had a tough KVK. I totally get that. But were kind of forced to choose between KVK and Osiris League, and they chose KVK. And it's a shame because, they kind of walked into Osiris League and got to the quarterfinals without any competition. Just to give it all up. I feel like Lilith is preparing to spin off Ark of Osiris. The new single-player mode is a hint of matchmaking model testing for a standalone game. Interesting. So, and I don't know what the answer is, right? I mean, you've got kingdoms that have successfully competed and won KVKs or lost KVKs and been able to compete in Osiris League. I don't know if the answer is once you hit that top 32, top 16, whatever it is, that they go to Grand Prix rules. Everyone gets 2 million troops. 2 2 million of each troop type. You know, in order to allow kingdoms to go as absolutely hard as they want, balls to the wall in KVK, and not worry about having troops to play in those final matches. I don't know that they should go to the extreme of everyone's got the same troops, everyone's got the same equipment, everyone's got the same armaments, everyone's VIP 18. I mean, that's where they make a lot of money. A lot of money. You know, why do you think they release new commanders basically in the middle of these bracket stages, in the middle of these final elimination stages? We see Belisarius, we see Eleanor. I mean, if y'all remember, we saw Belisarius and Eleanor in game that prior MGE, and then they said, oops, sorry, we put these in too soon. And then they come out right now before these quarterfinals. Right? This is smart marketing. Smart marketing. They know people in these big time teams are going to invest in those commanders, specifically to use them in Osiris League. They know that Osiris League is going to be streamed. They know people will want to invest in those commanders themselves after they see teams like JST, GV77, 1960. After they see those teams using those commanders, I did it. I expertise my Eleanor. I fell for it, not gonna lie. And I was bored as hell last night in the Spring of Rob, but you know, so at 5 seconds choice, no 5 seconds choice, Apple. You have crystals to help you with that. Increase your energy and stamina, right? You have a ton of crystals around that desk, so many so I think they counteract each other, right? You've got too much crystal energy emanating from all the crystals on your desk that it kind of cancels each other out. So I mean, I don't know what the solution is here. If it was up to me, I would make it like like many of the sports leagues out there, right? Where your regular Ark of Osiris matches count for something. If you want to play in the league is then the playoffs, right? You've got regular Ark of Osiris matches. You could do just like they do for Champions of Olympia. You could do ranked and unranked. You know, Ark of Osiris, you've got silver. You've got gold and you've got silver. Eliminate the Silver League. Do ranked and unranked Ark of Osiris matches. Teams that don't want to go to the tournament, they can do unranked. Teams that want to go to the tournament, they can do ranked. And then in the season of ranked Ark of Osiris, once that season ends, you pull the top 16 teams out of each realm and you start the playoffs. We're talking about barb chaining, Jared. We're talking about barb chaining. If it sounds dirty, you need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself why. Why is your mind going there? We're talking about barb chaining here, dude. So I don't know. That would be my idea on how to revamp the Osiris League and make it into a tournament. Me, 47 seconds. 47 seconds. Oh, look at that. Reset crept up on us. And we're just talking away. I mean, you could rank teams if teams were playing ranked Osiris. You could rank teams based on their wins, their losses. And then, just like they do in some of the group stages, right? Break it down. Net points. What's precision plus 8%? What are you talking about? Where are we seeing precision plus... I'm confused. Precision plus 8. Four? 10! Holy macaroni. 10. I'll take it. I'll take it. With any luck... should be the last crystal bundle we need to buy this KVK. Okay, so we gotta get Surprise Strike done, and then we're done. We've got Bastion Quest to do yet, though, so that is certainly a possibility there. We'll just do as many Bastion Quests as we can to get the Karak whistles. Although I hate to use speed ups. Trying to save for Zenith, but I bought after I saw yours got 5. Well, honestly, 5 is better than what I've been getting lately. It's been 1, it's been 2, it's been 3, it's been 1. So, I mean, that's why I was quite excited with 10. So, Mountain Warfare should pop tonight, but there's no way in hell that I'm buying that. I just want to get that Swarm Tech done as soon as I can, because, you know, TSN, the Swarm Nation. The next 24 hours may be our last fights in KVK. Although we have to burn through a bunch of flags, and that's going to take a day or so, and then get into that other zone above the zone we're invading. I mean, hell, step 1, we got to get the pass, right? Start saving up for Expanded Formations 3. God, could you imagine 8 marches? What is this? Oh, good God. Seriously? I just want VIP 19. I really do. I want, you know, VIP 19. Give me Give me a transmutation stone every day. Give me materials. Give me armaments. Yeah, I know. Gimme, 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 right? Archer attack 1%. I like it. I like it. Sorry, Annie.
Here we are, missing out on everything good in life. No remorse, wasted out. We were not meant to strive.
Did I not get Ethel? Where the hell do I even go? When there's no red dot on it, I don't know where to go. Oh, yep, you're right. Thank you. It's not bad soup. It's probably in the mid to upper 60s most days. I mean, it's if you ask me, it's perfect. You can open up the windows a little bit at night, get that cool air in during the night. Then when the sun comes up in the morning, you know, close the windows. The house stays relatively nice. Don't have the heat on. Don't have the AC on. Save a ton of money on the electric bill. Yeah, I'd prefer to rally forts than I would to chain barbs, to be honest with you. But I'm in a section of the map where there's nobody is over there. So I gotta wait till all my gatherers come back, otherwise people will yell at me for leaving resource notes, right? And I don't like to get yelled at. It hurts my feelings. Nope, never, Jared. I've been married to the same wonderful woman for it'll be 27 years in August. Once you find a good one, you got to do everything you can to keep them. And we've had rough patches, you know. I won't lie. I think every marriage goes through rough patches, but you know, getting through those is what ultimately makes it a stronger relationship. Your wife voted, don't believe her lies. Okay, Milky. Excuse me. We got several fort ones and several training ones. Let's get some whistles. Let's get some whistles. What do you say? Hey, Snow Goose. What's the secret for what? Being happily married? Respect each other, listen to each other, and never go to bed angry. I think I guess our families are quite odd, right? My wife's mom and dad never divorced. My parents never divorced. Grandparents never divorced. Her grandparents never divorced, right? So, you know, I think it's too easy these days for people not to take marriage seriously. And granted, there are some bad marriages. I'll give you that. But it's too easy to just throw in the towel and call it a day. Whereas, you know, sometimes it's that working through those tough times that will really help things last. If I'm making any sense at all. I've never been in a long distance relationship. I have never used the internet to meet a girl, you know, hell, before. They didn't have the internet back when I was growing up. It was 300 baud modems back in the day, right? So, you know, and my wife and I were friends before we even started dating. What did you do, Apple? What are you naughty about? What's up, Raga? Did you throw away some of your wife's crystals on accident or something? Come on, you're not close enough to hit that Barb also? Got your wife online? That's right. That's right. Playing video strip poker, if I remember correctly. Animal bones? We can do animal bones. I don't give a shit about animal bones. Another training one. I like it. I like it. Kind of. All right, Bull, how do you have your lineup set today? Boom, 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 boom. I think this is how we beat that setup last time. Maybe not. We had Trajan versus Trajan last time. We've got the Nevsky to hit the ZL. We've got our infantry stacked over here. I swear that's how I beat him last time. Maybe it was all random. Okay. In any case, we're just doing that for these. One more training bastion. We might complete tech tonight with a little bit of luck. Depending on how much those cost, I don't think they're too expensive though. And that's all our Bastion quests. Let's do the rest of these Kahar whistles. All right, Jared, good luck on your exams. What are we watching? So 690K. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what those swarming tech costs. Again, last KVK I got 1 gold head from one of these Kahar whistles. This KVK, none yet. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I think we're just gonna I don't think we're gonna get it tonight. Nope. Well, shoot, we might have to buy the first 1 or 2 Mountain Warfares and see what happens. 320. Is there an info button that tells you how much each of these costs? No. When does Mountain Warfare pop? At what, 4 UTC, something like that? 3 UTC? 12 hours before past 9? get to level 40 here, but that ain't gonna happen tonight. And something like 10 days, 12 days, 11 days. That's close. Alright, we do have some AP, so we can get our 10 barbarians done. Guys, bored yet? Daily tasks, bored yet? But hey, we put on the Archer Gang merch. We get 1% Archer attack in the newspaper. Six. He's out gathering. So our Pass 9 opens at, is that right? 1946 UTC? Why did I think it was 17? Is that time right, guys? So 19 is 12. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 2:46 UTC, or 2:46 p.m. my time. I'm going to have to see if I can shift around that 3 o'clock meeting. Then I can be there for it. I'd really love to stream it, love to random teleport into this zone and just cause mass chaos. We'll see. Watch for a stream tomorrow. Either way, if I'm able to rearrange a meeting and get done a little bit earlier, we will do that. We will stream the pass opening. If not, I will be online shortly after I get done with work and stream any fights that are going on. I don't know how much resistance they are going to put up, but we'll certainly see. Good God, I can't TP yet. How long do these have? Alright. I have an alarm set for 1:15. I'll just teleport at that time. What do we got? We got wood, we got stone. We got food. I need a gold and I guess I need a gold and I need a wood. So we're going to wake up at 1:15 a.m. to send our troops to the Font of Ra, and then we're going directly back to sleep. I'm not sticking around for that shit. For now, I'm going to get my gatherers out so that I can get my dailies done. Dirty Dan raid as well. I was just about to close up shop, Dan. I truly do appreciate the raid. If you guys don't know who Dirty Dan is, we're going to put a link to his stream in here as well, his channel in here as well. But yeah, we were just about to close up shop, so I do apologize to you. I apologize to your viewers who are just coming over here to say hello. If you don't know me, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. I'm live almost daily. We are in a King of the Nile KVK ourselves. Our past 9 opens tomorrow at 1946 UTC. We will be invading this zone in an attempt to block them from getting into Kingsland. Ultimately, to get these 2 sanctuaries here, coming up to this zone to get these 2 high runs up here. Thus far, it's been a very successful KVK for us. That said, it seems like some of these enemy kingdoms are using it as a recovery KVK. This kingdom over here isn't even close to their past 10, nor is this kingdom down here. So our allies are going to have a very easy time potentially blocking them off from getting into Kingsland. The only enemy camp that, and they're pissed off at us because we wouldn't give them the El Cid Bastion, wang wang wang, cry me a fucking river. But yeah, they've pretty much carpet bombed this zone with flags, so it's going to take days for us to burn through all this shit. But it is what it is. It's just days of babysitting, burning flags, and dealing with cheeseburgering fuckers. And we'll get her done. We'll get her done. We are all your viewers as well. Appreciate that, Ray. I do appreciate that. No raids extend streams another 2 hours. Yeah, maybe for you, you're a young man. You're a young man, but I need my beauty sleep. One, I'm going to wake up at 1:15 a.m. so I can port over, because this is quote-unquote contested territory. The enemy has access to this territory. So I don't want to port over here and just send my marches here to AFK and wake up at 4 a.m. for them to be dead. So we're gonna wait till we're gonna set an alarm for 1 a.m. We'll send over to the Fonta Ra. Then we'll go back to bed. Then we'll get up at 4 a.m. for work. So I'll find you. Well, there's places to drop forts in this zone, right? I'm not gonna pretend like there isn't. Right, there's a lot of open space here. There's some open space down here. There's a few gaps around here as well. The problem with that is, and I'm just going to be honest, these enemy camps have the numbers. Okay, we've got the quality, but they have the numbers. If we drop a fort somewhere in here, more than likely it's going to get taken down. You know, because they've got the numbers to do that. It would just be a matter of attrition at that point in time. Even quality marches can't hold out for 4 hours. So we'll see what's going on. Maybe we'll try a fort drop somewhere. Maybe we won't. You know, there's certainly space over here. But I honestly, I don't know the plans. I might be king of the kingdom, but I tell them, I don't even fucking care. You just tell me where to go and what to smash, and I'll go do it. We almost got our crystal tech done tonight. We just have 3 levels on surprise strike to go, and you know, a couple of lower tier mountain warfare bundles will get me there. So we'll get that done before we invade that zone, and smash everything. Smash everything. 1770 is the best cheeseburger kingdom in Rock. Their downtime's pretty much the same as ours, Ray. Well, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. We can build and burn and build and burn. But we'll see. We'll see. And, you know, I've already got my 30 million kills, but if others want to fight all the cheeseburgers, they're more than welcome to do that. I am doing my damnedest to save for the next Zenith skin as much as I can, but I will not sacrifice KVK if my friends are fighting online. If my friends are fighting, I'm going to go fight with them. You know, I will not leave them hanging for a Zenith skin. So, damn, why waste money on tech in Nile? I got to keep the streak. There has never been a KVK with crystal tech that I have not maxed tech. For one, the crystals will turn into season coins at the end, right? So I think last KVK I got 38,000 coins from crystals. something crazy like that at the end of KVK. So as soon as I came into this KVK, I was able to, bam, buy a Ring of Doom, right? So, I mean, this KVK, we've gotten 2 rings, we've gotten a horn, we have gotten 2 Hydra's Blast already. We're going to get 3 more coins in this KVK. So we will definitely get the Helmet of the Conqueror, and then we'll have 1 coin for an Autric Inscription in a future KVK. We've already decided who's getting the Zig at the end. We did that with a wheel spin. This has been a very unique KVK. I will bring up the stats here to show you all just how interesting it has been. So one of our allies got very minimal fights in that first zone. The other ally took a lot of deads in that first zone because their only fights were rallying pass and rallying forts. That's the only fights that they got. So, my kingdom here, 1029, we got the most fighting. A lot of it was cheeseburgering. Not a single one of our flags burned, if I remember correctly. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they lit one on fire. It was a ninja attack on an empty flag right after it got started building, right after it ended building. So they did burn 1 flag, which is 1 more than we had burnt all of last KVK. Yes, I'm bragging, thumping my chest, right? Not going to pretend I'm not. I love my kingdom. Yeah, but we're first in kill points, but some of these other kingdoms, 1961, 2206, and 2267, they are in the camp that got very, very few fights in that first zone, and absolutely none in this last zone. I mean, the enemy didn't even go into this last zone. So I said at the beginning of KVK, because this is always a possibility when you play a Nile KVK. Our last Nile KVK, we didn't get any fights at all. So I didn't want that to happen in this KVK where one camp felt like they were getting screwed by circumstances that are out of their control. It's not in their control whether the enemy fights them or not. So we ended up spinning the wheel on Sunday to determine who got the Zig at the end, and 2267, 2206, and 1961, they'll get the Zig at the end. We spun the wheel again then to see who got first occupation, and 1459, 1248, and 2498 are getting first occupation, which means 1029, 1533, and 1599 will then get the Chronicle rewards, and we will just sit on the Zig until the end when the final occupants get it, which is probably the best thing, because the zones we are invading, it looks like they're going to give the most resistance. So if we get the buffs from the Zig and from the what are they called, the little things that shoot? Oh, they don't have those in this KVK. But if we get the all damage buffed and all damage taken -3 buff, when we're holding the Zig and we are facing the enemies that are giving the most resistance, that's going to help us too. So I'm not disappointed. Yeah, I'm disappointed in the KVK overall that the enemies didn't come out to fight like we thought they would, especially after they were so active in pre-KVK stages. But it is what it is. Sometimes, you make the bed, you gotta lie in it, right? So we will not be doing a Nile KVK ever again. I think there are too many kingdoms that use it as a recovery type KVK, and unfortunately it seems like we got matched against some of those kingdoms in this KVK. So the flip side, we'll be able to go into a KVK much more quickly now. We're going to get some migrants in, skip 1 pop-up, and then go into a KVK on the second pop. We're going to do Orleans KVK, which seems like it's a swarmer's paradise. All those auxiliary skills. With all the commanders that I have expertise, I'm going to need some serious help from you guys to determine what auxiliary skills I put on what commanders. The only thing that scares me about Orleans is those zones are quite large, which may lead to a lot of fighting, may lead to a lot of defending, you know, God only knows. But our plan is to try for an Orleans KVK and pick the absolute weakest allies in the KVK so that we get good fights from start to finish. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens and go from there. In any case, I appreciate the raid from Appo earlier. I appreciate the raid from Dirty Dan earlier. You know, you may have been on one of those streams and been sent to my stream, and I appreciate you hanging out for a little bit. I tried to stretch it out just a little bit longer because of the raid, and I was going to raid somebody else, but I don't see anyone else streaming at the present time. So, that said, you're all free. You're all free. Well, I mean, P-Man, we're not going to ally with kingdoms that aren't going to fight. So, yeah, we lined up some good fighters. Now, there was another group of 9 that had more power, that had more kill points than we did, and we were really hoping Lilith would match us up with those 9 other kingdoms. Those 9 other kingdoms, they got matched with a different set of 9 kingdoms that are also doing a recovery KVK. So there's 18 kingdoms in Nile KVK right now in the C and D seeds that wanted to fight. They wanted to fight hard. They wanted to fight each other because they knew they'd get good fights. But Lilith didn't match them up against each other. So it's a shame it worked out like that, but it is what it is. No, there's no stream to raid. There's no stream to raid. Nobody I'm subscribed to is currently live. So, you know, I'm sorry. Y'all are going to have to find something else to do. Go chain some barbarians. See if you can last 30 minutes. I couldn't. But, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, guys. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Good fun tonight, as always. I think that the title of the stream kind of led to some of that fun. But I appreciate y'all. If you haven't done so yet, yeah, please smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, that would help too. Any case, we'll catch you tomorrow. Y'all have a good night, morning, day, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll catch you next time.